I am not often left speechless, but Andrew Davis, I am slightly speechless watching that. It is a whole other perspective. Andrew is the investigative reporter at our NewsNation partner in Savannah. He's been reporting on this for the duration. I have a whole different perspective on the trial now. I don't usually say that, Andrew, but did the courtroom digest this any differently than I did? What was the reaction?
Well, you're looking at a situation where the courtroom, the gallery itself, isn't seeing this. They blocked all that out from the gallery. It's only the jurors themselves and the lawyers and, of course, Alec who are talking about it. But you saw in that small encapsulation of the problems with this investigation, you've got officers walking through part of the crime scene, talking about the shell casings that are there. You have Alec with a confused timeline where he said he was at Mom's for an hour and a half when it turned out he was there potentially 20 or 30 minutes. The timeline is messed up. Alec is obviously confused and upset. The officers are trying to find out what they do. This is long before SLED, who's the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, who are the main investigators in this, even came on the scene. So you could see the confusion from the officers currently there. Alec, who didn't seem exactly to know what's going on because of obviously the potential trauma there. And you're looking at a courtroom who's trying to understand all of this along with blood evidence and steps and cell phones and triangulation and all these things.
Sure.
I don't think I'd want to be a juror in this case because it's a difficult process.
Right. And you know what, Andrew? We need to remind our viewers right now that what we just witnessed is very sanitized. They saw it all. This is a horrible, horrible part of being a juror. You're exposed to such graphic, real, awful evidence. And they saw all of that. Andrew, this is your reporting, and it's good. It's likely Alex Murdaugh is going to take the stand.
Yeah, the source that we have close to the investigation, close to the defense right now, is saying that they believe Alec will take the stand in this case, that they believe he wants the chance to speak for himself. Obviously, this could all change depending on what's stepping up in the next week as the defense starts their case. But I think with everything happening, he's got to work on his own timeline and some of these questions that are out there about the lies that he told after the fact. The shooting on the side of the road with cousin Eddie, who could potentially take the stand tomorrow, but I think the defense may have shot themselves in the foot with that one because they said they actually want him to take the stand, which if I was a prosecutor, I'd immediately turn down. But Alec may have to take the stand just to get some of these things out, but it's a dangerous proposition. You've got a man who knows how to play with juries, how to work with minds because he's did it for years with his own clients. What is their reaction going to be? But then what are prosecutors going to do to try to knock this down and see if they can get the jurors on their side? I'm really interested to see what may happen.
He's going to have to explain why he was more concerned with saying, "How you doing?" to an officer than his dead wife and son. And you're right, those timelines are an absolute mess. Andrew Davis, great reporting. Thank you for that. We're going to have you back as soon as those other things happen in the courtroom. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.